off. He pop, 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 pop. Oh, he just a going. Y'all ain't this and bleep, bleep, bleep. And y'all ain't that and bleep, bleep, bleep. And your mom, he just going. What's up? How you doing? Welcome back to A Moment in Time with yours truly, Aaron Thomason. Listen, I want to know, did you give this to 3 people? Did you bring somebody with you? Are you putting the big fella to work? That's all I want to know. All right. So let's remember why we're here. We're here to allow for us as overthinkers and perfectionists to take the next step in the direction of our goals and our dreams with clarity and confidence, ending the cycle of frustration and self-doubt. All right. So let's dig into it. Because remember, in a moment in time, I'm going to let you in my business a little bit. So I need you to be gentle. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about when we're being bothered, right? Basically, where I'm from, talking trash. People being sarcastic. And a lot of my trash talking happened on the basketball court. We would talk a bunch of trash, right? There's somebody that's probably talking trash to you. Maybe you call them a bully. It's just somebody that just keeps needling at you and keeps saying stuff to you. And you're like, would they please shut up? You know, maybe as a kid maybe you fought them, or maybe you just determined like, nah, we just like, yo, I'm just going to block you. I don't have to take this, right? But there's some message that it's like it's screaming in your ear. It's like it's talking trash to you the whole time. And you got to find a way to shut it off. Yeah, you got to shut it off. Because if you listen to that message too long, it's not going to get you to where you ultimately want to go. Let me tell you a story. This happened to me. I won't say the school, but I was playing in college and we were on the road. This team didn't necessarily care for us, but they weren't good enough to beat us. Let's cut it out. They were delusional enough. They watched enough film. Their coach did a good job, got them pumped up. Hey, we can take them down. No, you can't. We were not shaken at all. No, we were going to go into the game and get the W and come back out with the W. But this one dude's on the team, he popping off. He pop, 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 pop. Oh, he just going. Y'all ain't this and bleep, bleep, bleep. And y'all ain't that and bleep, bleep, bleep. And your mom, he just going in. I don't have no problem with nobody talking trash. I'm like, it's cool, bro. But then he wanted to take his trash talking and started doing physical things to me to try to get me off my game. You see that? See, sometimes when the message isn't getting through one way, they try to come another way to try to knock you off your square, right? They're trying to find a way to irritate you enough to get you to do something different that's out of character. And some of you all have been irritated enough that you're out of character because you never used to be one to give up. You never used to be one to stop fighting. But because certain things have happened, and all of a sudden you're like, is it worth it? You're second guessing. I'm bothered. I'm uncomfortable, but I don't know how to move forward. Yeah, I know some of us are doing that dance and trying to figure that piece out. But let me be 100% clear to you. That's a bunch of foolishness and nonsense. And I'm going to go back to the story and tell you what I had to do. One, you have to remember and focus on you started the game out. You started the journey out to win. That's number one. I came here to win. I didn't come here to be irritated. I didn't come here to lose. I didn't come here to be distracted by anything else but to win. And see, that's what happens with some of us. We allow for the messaging to mess up our focus on what we said we came to do. But I was determined because I come from a family of trash talkers. Listen, if you playing Uno, Domino, Tunk, Bid Whist, Spades, Sorry, you play any game with my family, we're talking trash the whole time. So this dude didn't know I got my PhD in trash talking. Like I ain't worried about that. Coming from where I come from, we know how to talk trash. So him talking trash actually didn't bother me. It didn't even bother me at all. So that's why I was like, I had to focus on the win. We came here to get the dub, not anything else. Number two, I had to begin to ignore the irritation. Because see, irritating things, when people figure out that they can't get you one way, I said earlier, they're going to try to come and get you another way. So he was talking, then he tried to do some cheap shots and do some other things to try to get at me, to try to get me off my square, to forget why I came into the game and why we got in the bus to drive all those hours over to this university. We came to get the win. We didn't come for nothing else. Everything else is extra. And if it don't get us to win, we ain't doing it, right? That was the mentality, and that's the mentality I need us to have. Don't be distracted. If it ain't gonna get me the dub, I don't care. It's okay. Focus on the win. 2, ignore the irritation. Now, let me be clear. I told the referee, like, hey, get your dude, or I'm gonna have to get at him, right? Now, ref, if this is what we doing today, I'm gonna have to get at him because I'm gonna have to protect myself at some point, right? I'm gonna have to do something different at some point because I'm not just gonna keep taking this. The ref say, hey, my number was 25. Hey, 25, I got you. Do what you need to do. We good, just play ball. There was a moment in the game where this dude kept going. So I took his irritation, what he was doing, and I used it against him. All of a sudden, now he won't come fight. Tell you why I tell you that? Is he begat the very thing that people are using to try to irritate you, the very thing that people are trying to use to imprison you in your mind or to get you to stop moving, that's the very thing that you use for fuel. The very thing that he was trying to do, he was trying to hit me with a cheap shot, and I used his whole body motion against him. He fell on the ground and he wanted to get up and ready to fight. Use it against him. Use it against him. Use the messaging for fuel. Use the messaging for fire. Use that to be here in the gut that you like, oh, I can't wait to shut you up, and the picture looks so good. It is so beautiful. The look on your face when you watch me do this, oh, I can't wait. Because see, when we focus so much on just trying to prove somebody wrong, it's not us proving ourselves right. I want you to focus on proving yourself right, and the fruit of proving yourself right with all this irritation, all this trash talking and everything else, when you focus on that, as I did in the game, there was nothing more sweet than watching him get taken out of the game, and at the end of the game, looking at the scoreboard and we got the dub. There was nothing more sweet than that. That you didn't even get a chance to help your team because you were being immature and petty, and we got the dub because I stayed focused. It was about to win. I ignored the irritation, and I used his irritation against him. I used the irritation to fuel my fire to be better for my team, for us to win. That's what I need you to do, because I want you to be able to look up to the scoreboard and be able to see I got done what I set out to do. Yeah, I want you to be able to do it because you can do it. It is possible. It is plausible for you to be able to achieve everything that you've seen here in your mind of the greatness and the beauty and the destiny that you know is in you. You can do it. But the question is, are you going to get distracted because somebody else is talking trash to you? Focus on the win. You know why you started. 2, ignore the irritation, because if they can't get you one way, they're going to try to get you another way. 3, use the irritation for fuel to the fire and allow for it to burn. Allow for that inferno to build up so big that it burns them, that they shut up and leave you alone. Because look at the scoreboard. I won again. Okay? Look at the scoreboard. I won again. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to do this for me. I want you to put in the comments this one thing here. In the comments, I want you to put in how you're setting healthy barriers. So that means for some people, you need to delete them out your phone. Some people, you need to block them on all social media and in your phone. For some people, hey, if it's a family event, it's a family member, you get there early and you leave before they show up. Whatever it is, you need to put in some healthy boundaries, and I want you to tell me in the comments or when you click book now so we can talk face to face. I want you to tell me, what are your healthy boundaries? What are you doing to protect your mental to stay focused? Okay? Stay focused on getting the W. So you lessen the irritation and you still use that for fuel to the fire, for you to look up at the scoreboard and be so proud of yourself that you didn't quit, you didn't get distracted, and you didn't lose focus of the goal. I am so excited that you stopped by, and I'm excited that you're going to get us 3 people, right? And you're going to allow for me to do the work, because you know somebody that needs to put up some healthy boundaries, that they need to put up some healthy barriers to allow for them to stay focused so they can achieve what's in their mind to be the reality of their lives. And as you do that, and as we do that together, I want you to remember this. Just because you started out on this journey to get better, it doesn't mean that you weren't already good.